Hi, I'm Maree Pigdon and I'm on my London sewing tour, and today I'm meeting with Arianna from Saturday Sewing Sessions. So it's so lovely to meet you,
Lovely
Arianna.
to meet you too, really lovely.
Now, what can you tell me about your studio and what you actually do?
So my studio is based in Chelsea, on Blocks Road, and it's a little working studio, I don't know if you can see it, but we hold just workshops, not just on a Saturday anymore, from cushions to dressmakers to all sorts of things. And then, but in the day I specialise in wedding dresses and hats, so it's kind of my studio, it's a studio and day workshop.
Oh, well, the bridal would be lovely, and the hats that you were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So you're doing a lot in millinery?
Yeah, I'm spending most of my time now in millinery. Yeah.
Oh, that is fabulous.
Which is really nice because you've got such a big design base, and they're really, it's huge industry now, especially in Australia because there's lots of horse racing.
Yes, the Melbourne Cup.
Yeah,
the Melbourne Cup, and the hats are absolutely incredible that are worn to the Cup. So yes, there's a huge demand for that as well. And so tell me a little bit about your background as to, how did you start this business, or what were you doing previously? And I did read on your blog something rather interesting, that you were the designer for the costumes, or involved in with Harry Potter and Bridget Diary too. Now that sounds so exciting. So tell me a little bit about that.
It was great actually, but my background is fashion, like fashion publication, and then I literally met a costume designer in my local pub, and went she was the costume designer for Bridget Jones too, so I trained with her. And then
that's amazing.
It was really good fun. It was a great thing to do in your early 20s because it's really early mornings and really late nights.
Yes.
And shopping all the time. But that was great. And then I just followed her onto Potter, which was brilliant. So it's Harry Potter 4. And then I just continued that, but spent most of my time in the making room rather than, I spent a lot of time on set and in like shopping for the muggles clothing. But I spent a lot of time in the making room, and I thought that's what I want to do. So I stopped, I left, and then went to Wimbledon School of Art to do historical costume degree, because I've made since I was little, but I wanted to just really
take it that next step further and to make it really your own.
Yeah.
So now you're in your element in this divine studio and creating and putting all of those skills together to have the sewing school that you do have now.
Yeah.
And the students that come, what are they looking for? What are their ages? Do you find that they have something in common, or they're all wanting individual projects? Or how do you structure your classes?
We don't really generally do long courses. We do 3 weeks, or 3 kind of Tuesday evenings or Wednesday evenings, which is a dressing course. It would be our shift dress course, which is one of our most popular.
Yes.
But our classes, we do a lot of craft classes. So we do a beginner's cushion, and we do a beginner's laundry bag, and we do lots of beginner classes just to give people a taster.
Yeah.
And then it's enough to go on to go and do a pyjama evening or a knickers evening or whatever they really want to do. But our classes tend to be more fashion because of, fashion led, because my background is fashion.
Yes.
And I'm also one of the contributors for a magazine called Cloth. So one of the design contributors, which is a fashion make magazine. And then, so I do a lot of patterns, but that's really good. What's the trends? So that's kind of, so our audience, it changes about between 25 and 45. But we do get some youngins, we do get 14-year-olds who are just lovely. Yes. Really fabulous.
They're always a delight to teach, aren't they? They're like sponges. They're so keen and so eager to learn how to sew, and anything you present to them is really wonderful, and they really run with it.
Yeah.
So that's a lovely young audience to introduce them to the sewing techniques.
It is, it's really lovely and really enthusiastic, and they always make great stuff. Everybody always makes lovely stuff.
They always love what they do, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's really lovely. So thank you for sharing that with me, Arianna.
No problem.